Welcome back to the Prince Huda podcast, episode 7. Can you believe that? Episode 7. I'm your host, Prince Huda, and I am joined by the man who told us all last week and the week before that the Kansas City Chiefs would make it to the Super Bowl. We got it on clip. It's all over social. Man who may not watch the most football, but he seems to know more than I do on this podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, the man, the manifester, the legend, Coach Chippy.
Oh, I like that
There's
manifester.
an intro.
How about the Chiefs to the Super Bowl? Go back to that post and review that a couple times. Listen to what Chip said. He said, "Hey, Chiefs are going to be in that Super Bizzle." Guess where they are? People were saying, "Oh, it's not his time. It's Lamar's time. It's not Mahomes' time." I said, "Nope." I said, "Nope." I said the Chiefs are going to get it done. And guess what happened? Prince, what happened? You tell me what happened.
They
You
got
tell
it
me what
done.
happened. You got it done.
They
You got it
got it
done.
done. We got a
Got it
week
done.
now in between the Super Bowl, but we can live in that. I remember the exact quote you had is, "You're going to watch this video and come back to this and be like, oh, he was
Thank you.
right." And then I see you commented on the video, "Was he right?" Like, yes, he was. Chiefs are
He was correct,
inevitable.
though.
I mean,
They
you
are.
you you
They
said it.
are.
You said it. The Swift stuff, the Kelsey stuff. I mean, if you told someone in December when they had just lost to the Raiders that this team would be in a Super Bowl, people would look at you and be like, what?" But now the Chiefs are in the Super Bowl. Surprisingly, as of recording, they're underdogs. So right now, they're not even the
It's
favorite to
hilarious.
win. What do you think about
That's
that?
hilarious. That's hilarious.
You don't think this
Chiefs
runs
underdogs.
over?
That's high. That's hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, 49ers are pretty good. We watched that game too. The Lions choked it away. Niners came back. Very many unanswered points. It's the rematch of the Super Bowl from 4 years ago, where the Niners lost to the Chiefs, Mahomes' first ring. So, I mean, a lot of storylines already, but I mean, I'm excited, but we got to wait, 10, 11 days now, which sucks, but great game nonetheless. And again, kudos to you, Chippy. Your Chiefs are in the Super Bowl. So,
Thank you.
is this the year? Are they taking it home?
Yeah, they're gonna do it again. You're not
They're going to do it
stopping. You're
again.
not stopping it now. You're not stopping it
I
now.
mean,
I'm
you
trying to
might
look at the
be.
post. I'm trying to find the post where I call.
I posted it, I think last week. It was right before the Ravens game. And some comments were like, oh, what is
Which
he
account?
talking about? The main one, Pursuit
Oh,
of
there they are.
Picks.
There they
And
are.
then the
Yeah.
comments were like,
Just
he
trying to see
doesn't know
some
what he's talking
comments.
about. Ravens, you want to call him out by comment? Go for it.
Yeah, no, I was looking at. Bennett saying that's so funny because now they're out. What are you talking about?
They're out.
What's Bennett
Ooh.
talking about? I don't know what Bennett was
No,
saying
we
there.
jinxed it. I got some pushback from my group chats. Oh, you guys jinxed the Chiefs. I'm like, I don't know. I think this is where we right the ship, and that's
This is where
exactly
we
what
write
we
it.
did.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So I'm pretty amped to watch the Super Bowl. I wanted the Lions to win. I can't believe I said it. I'm like, game's over. I said game's over. I'm gonna go to the studio, I'll make a song now.
Yeah, that was tough.
And then I come back and it's 27-24.
Yeah,
And
they
then they
came
don't
back.
kick they don't kick the field goal.
Yeah, their coach, I mean, he's very like aggressive, always going for it on fourth, but those were some idiotic calls. I mean, right before the half, they could have went up 7, they went up 3, and then 2 fourth downs, they go for it. Like, I don't think you should fire this guy over it, but it's like, I don't care what analytics say or what you're feeling, like those are just stupid decisions in the key moment of a game.
Like, what's Eminem thinking there? He's in the
I'm
crowd
sure
giving
he's
it to
pissed.
the fans.
I'm sure he's pissed. You saw he was giving the middle fingers to the
Yeah, I did see that.
49ers fans. He was hype. I mean, Detroit filled their home stadium with people just watching the game. Like they just put
That's
TVs in there and people watched
insane.
it.
That's what the Leafs do too. They do the same thing for playoff games.
Yeah, I mean, like the Leafs, it was just like a magical story that just ended so poorly. Lions win their first playoff game in 35 years, then win their second one, then almost win their third one. And now here we are. They're
Yeah,
done.
that's a tough way to lose that. Like 20, what was it, 34 straight points or something like that? 27 straight points?
Yeah, I mean, they just embarrassed them. I don't know if you saw after the game, the Detroit coach said, well, he was pretty emotional. He was in tears. And he said, yeah, this might be our last chance of getting here. Like he said, next year is going to be even harder to get here. And he didn't necessarily wave the white flag, but he was like, this was it for us, which I thought was pretty
Oh well,
interesting to see.
that's kind of ridiculous to say when you have no idea what can happen next year.
He's not
I guess he's
wrong
giving
because
up. I feel like you got to get rid of him. You have to get rid of him now. You got to bounce him. Bounce him.
it's definitely a
The Lions
weird.
need to get him away as quickly as possible from the team because that morale, that dynamic, not good energy on the squad for next year. I'm telling you that. If that's what he's saying now,
It
bounce
was a
him up.
very weird
Get him
quote.
up and hey, let's get him up and out of here, please.
It was a very weird quote. Like your team just lost, and now you're
That
sitting
negative
there instead of
energy.
saying, we'll be back. We had a great run. Oh, this could be it. We might not ever do this again.
Yeah,
Which I
okay,
think is
buddy. Let's
hilarious.
just bounce. He knows he's getting bounced.
You think they fire him? I mean, it wouldn't be shocking. Bring in Belichick. He's still looking for a job, which is crazy. But I mean,
Yeah, you
that
think
would be pretty
Belichick's coming
nuts.
back?
I don't know. Like we talked about this a few weeks ago. Like he's such a he's one of the winningest coaches ever. 2 seasons away from breaking the record, and nobody wants to hire him. We thought the Falcons would get him. They said, "Psych, we don't want you." And now Bill doesn't have a job, so you wonder all these reports about him being, a mean coach, too authoritative, too out of touch. Are those true? Do I believe them? I don't know if I believe them, but I mean, damn, it's so weird not seeing Belichick coaching a team right now.
Yeah, no belly, no beller,
No belly.
no beller in the system.
I don't know if you saw the rumor. If Andy Reid retires as the coach of the Chiefs, Belichick to the KC. Could you imagine?
No, we don't need him.
Mahomes
We
and
don't need him.
Belichick? No.
We don't need
Should
him.
be interesting. Should be interesting. We'll
I
probably
actually
do a
wouldn't mind
full.
seeing that.
Yeah, I mean, we can't rule it out. I mean, Andy Reid, they're saying maybe, and Belichick's kind of waiting, so maybe he is waiting for that opportunity. That would be a pretty
Andy
crazy
Reid's that guy, though.
power shift. Yeah, but what if he's not? I mean, he's won a lot. Did it with Philly, did it with KC. Like he's chilling now.
Andy
ready.
Reid's Timmy Neutron.
Yeah. Did you see the thing of him where his mustache froze? Like he's just like he loves it. He loves the attention. He's always he's a fun guy to be around. Boys want to play for him. I bet.
Did you see that photo of him pointing at Taylor Swift?
Was that a real photo? Was that AI or was that a real photo?
I don't know. I think it was a real photo.
Okay, because there were some Taylor Swift AI
AI.
photos this week.
That's
sure.
insane.
I don't want to get into that, but it was one of those photos.
No, that was
I don't think
crazy.
Yeah, that's the danger of the internet. I mean, those were some serious.
Yeah.
It's not fun. I mean, it is pretty funny, but I mean, those are some tough photos to see. That's for sure.
Yeah, the Swifties.
But I did see the one you're
Swifties were all
talking
over
about.
that.
Yeah, I mean, they
Swifties were all
doxed the
over
guy.
that. They said, "Get this out of here."
They found who he was, where he lives, all that stuff, and so yeah, you don't mess with the Swifties. I remember I made a video
No, you don't.
when I first started, like the first time Taylor Swift showed up at a game, I was like, I don't care that she's at this game and she's
You don't do that.
Travis, blah blah blah. Oh, dude,
You don't do that.
They said one comment was,
I'm a Swiftie.
"You do not want to start a war with us." That was an exact comment.
Yeah,
I wasn't realizing.
That's insanity. That's like it's actually insanity.
They're nuts. Like your fans are pretty crazy, but I think Taylor Swift fans are a little crazier than Coach Chippy.
Yeah, I would say they're probably a little more crazy.
It's close though. Like
start doing
and then I
live
praised
streams.
her. Once I started praising her, all of a sudden I became such a likable personality. So clearly, if you stay on the Swifties' good side, they'll reward you with how many of them
You
there
should
are.
make
numbers.
You should make a TikTok catering towards the Swifties. You say, "Hey Swifties, how fired up are we to see KC in the Super Bowl? I can't wait to see Taylor Swift and Kelsey smooching on the field." You should just say this, and then it's Swifties are just gonna love you. They're gonna retweet it. They're gonna be. I'm a Swiftie. That's all I gotta say. Guys, I'm a Swiftie.
I'm a Swiftie.
I want to see Taylor Swift, Kelsey, smooching on the field after a big Super Bowl win.
I did explaining football to Swifties. That did well, but I did a poll yesterday. Does Taylor Swift deserve a Super Bowl ring if the Chiefs win? 75% said get her out of football, and 25% said yes, of course. So that's the fan perception of her right now.
Okay, I think your skew might be biased though.
Little bit. I love it. I mean, I saw something today. They made like over 300 million in additional revenue from her joining. So from a business standpoint, marketing, right? Do all you want. I think she's gonna show up with Usher at halftime. I'll say that right now. You're gonna have Usher
Ooh,
doing
that's a hot take.
yeah, and then Taylor Swift will come in and do
No
some
chance. No,
song. I don't know.
she's doing
Do
her
something.
Eras tour. I'm so intrigued in
Oh
this
wait,
stuff too.
Coach Chips a Swifty. All right, what's going on here?
No, I saw. So she's doing her Eras tour on the
Okay.
10th in Japan or something like that. So it's a
Oh no.
17-hour difference between Vegas time and so needless to say, she's going to be able to make it to the game if she takes a 13-hour flight on the 10th. I don't know, but
Wow.
she's like apparently it's like she performs the night before, but it's 17 hours ahead. So really, she's gonna have time to get back and watch the game. So this is insanity that we're
Well,
even
I
like
guess it's a
talking about
test of
this.
how bad you want it, right? Do they want her there? Do they not want her there? Like, she's. If I'm the NFL, I'm doing whatever I can to get her there. But I guess now it comes up to her. Does she want to go or not?
Yeah, like is this strictly just an NFL partnership? Like, is that what this was, or is this real?
You don't think it's
Like,
love? You don't think it's love? It's a partnership?
I don't know. I don't know. It seems like a very lucrative deal on both ends here. It seems 300 million in sales increase. It seems like that could have been a
Oh
business
yeah,
play.
absolutely. I mean, it doesn't hurt. You got the official NFL social media accounts just posting pictures of them holding hands and stuff, and you're like, what does this have to do with football? Nothing. But it performs better than any post they have actually talking about football, right? So what do we know?
What do we know?
Yeah, so 300 and the stat is $331.5 million is the equivalent brand value Taylor Swift has generated for the NFL and the Chiefs.
That's
So,
insane.
like, anyone ask why they keep showing her, why they keep panning
It-
to her on
you're
TV?
telling
That's
me
why.
she's not getting a kickback on those Kelsey jerseys?
That's
She's
fair.
getting
That's fair.
is Taylor Swift getting a kickback on those Kelsey jersey sales?
She might
Yes
be.
or
I
no,
think she's
Prince?
good. She'll probably. I don't think she is, but I do think if they win, they'll give her a ring, like some sort of, some not the official Super Bowl ring, but they'll give her some sort of Chiefs ring as like a thank you for
Okay, I'll
being
ask.
part of the
I'll
team.
reframe. I'm gonna reframe it.
All right,
Do you think she should be receiving kickback for those Kelsey jersey sales? Should Taylor Swift
100%,
be receiving kickback from those Kelsey jersey sales that she generated?
100%. You look at that 330 million, like she's not seeing any of that. Of course, she should be getting something. Like she doesn't
Yeah,
need it.
that's
She makes
crazy.
stupid money, right? She makes so much money with her tours and all
Pay. We gotta
that.
pay Taylor. Pay Taylor.
Do we though? Taylor's got enough money. She's getting the social clout from all this. You know, what I mean, she's on TV every week. Drake's not on TV every week. Beyonce's not on TV every week. I wish Beyonce was on TV but
Could
Beyonce's
be.
not on TV every week.
Jersey could be
He could be.
if you wanted
He
to.
could be. He could. He's like, I wonder who he's going to bet on because usually whoever he bets on is going to lose. So if he takes the Chiefs, I might have to switch sides because the Drake curse is very much real. The Prince curse is real,
No,
but the Drake curse is
Jersey's that guy.
leaps and bounds
Jersey,
above
Jersey,
Drake. Like Drake makes me feel better
Drizzy,
about my bets.
Drizzy knows what he's doing.
Does he?
Oh yeah. You think Drizzy doesn't know what he's doing?
I don't think he doesn't know what he's doing. I just he's got some tough picks sometimes, and that's coming from me. He's just 700,000 on Strickland. I think there's a few months ago he did something. He had John Jones by KO. John Jones won by submission. There's definitely more I can't come to mind right now, but he's had a lot of picks where it's like, ooh, Drake, what is you doing?
No, he's gonna. Drake knows. Drake knows what he's doing.
We talked a bit about the scripting and the rigging in it all, but I mean, I didn't put it out here on this podcast, but I did have Baltimore going to the Super Bowl. So, I didn't put any money on it, but seeing the Chiefs win did surprise me a little bit. I think more what surprised me was how poor Baltimore played. So I guess that's a test of how strong the Chiefs are and how they just make teams make mistakes that they don't normally do. So kudos to your Chiefs once again.
I appreciate. Yeah, I appreciate that. Lamar threw into a triple coverage there. I don't know what was going through his head, but that was a detrimental mistake. Did they end up scoring on that?
No, that neither the Chiefs didn't score a point in the second half, which was what's so funny. So
Oh,
Baltimore,
what?
one of the highest scoring teams in the league, Lamar Jackson MVP, couldn't score a god dang point in the second half. So if you told me
Holy.
that before the game, I wouldn't believe you, but the Chiefs just gotta do what the Chiefs do, and they just shut down teams. It's absurd, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they shut down Lamar's run. Like, they were stuffing everything. It was, yeah, that was a tough game for Baltimore's fans there for sure.
Yeah, you got to feel for the guys in Baltimore. Like, this is the year. They're coming out, they're tailgating, they're fired up. They probably spent way too much money on these tickets. And it starts pretty well. They tied the game with a 30-yard throw. Lamar looked good. And then just like they can't. I love when they pan to the crowd. You always see the kids crying or have their heads like this or the angry faces. Like, those make me laugh, but I can empathize with those fans. Like, it's hard.
That's a
Like, Mahomes has become Brady. You said it last week. I was a little like, all right, chill out. But Mahomes might be Tom Brady esque.
he's that guy. He's a problem in the playoffs. He's experienced now at his age now. He's not young. He's been in these games before, and if you haven't won these types of games, do you believe in yourself as much as someone who has? Like, I think that's the biggest thing is once you've won, like you're not worried about a semifinal. You've won the finals already before in your lifetime. So it's not the biggest game of his career in a semifinal versus someone like who was the guy Purdy? Who was he facing?
Purdy, yeah, like his
Lamar.
first
Lamar. He was
time,
up against
like he
Lamar.
got hurt. Yeah, Lamar, like he's been in the semifinals before, but never the conference finals. So for him, that was uncharted territory. So you're saying it's more mental than it is on the field.
Yeah, I think so. I think in the playoffs for sure. A one and done game. Who can stay mentally clear and who can believe in their skill and their like there's no doubt Lamar Jackson is skilled, right? It could be
Yeah,
more athletic than Mahomes, but it comes down to decision making, comes down to execution on that specific day. And Mahomes has had more experience in under those circumstances, under that kind of pressure, and obviously his decision making is better. And he's able to stay composed. His defense is able to get it done. That offense, Kelsey, he's a monster. Yeah, I do think it's going to be very difficult to beat Mahomes, especially if you're Purdy. That was a big comeback, gutsy win from them in the conference final, but
finals. Yeah.
it's going to be a different beast playing against KC and the boys.
Yeah, that's what's so crazy. Like, as much as Mahomes has won in his career so far, he's also lost a Super Bowl. He's lost an AFC championship game. So he's already seen the highs and seen the lows. He's been on the field for the confetti coming down for his team winning, and he's seen the confetti coming down for his team when they've lost. So just the fact that he's 28 and he's already had, I'll say like a Hall of Fame caliber, stat line career thus far. It's crazy to imagine we might have 10 more years of this guy. And if you're Brock Purdy, I saw is the youngest quarterback to ever start in a Super Bowl. He's like 24. Last year he got hurt and they didn't make it. And you think, holy cow, like how is this guy, like you said, mentally going to withstand all the pressure and all of the eyes on him and all of the spotlights of the media week and everything and take down Mahomes and Kelsey and Andy Reid, who are so comfortable that they're actually used to being in the Super Bowl every year. It's a formality.
Yeah. Patty Mahomes is going to pick them apart.
We will walk that back next week, right? That's going out for sure. You think Chiefs dominate them or what?
I think Patty Mahomes picks him apart, shows him
Shows them how
what's
it's
good.
done.
Yeah, Patty Mahomes going to show him how it's done. He's going to go out there. He's going to have a big opening drive. They're going to score a touchdown opening drive, and
Okay.
they're going to be in the driver's seat the whole game. And Purdy's going to be trying to come back, and they're just going to be putting drives together left, right, and center.
Well, that's the other thing. Every game, the Chiefs, or the Buffalo game, they had a bit of a point where they were under duress, but They dominated Miami, not much of a concern there. Dominated Baltimore, not much of a concern there. Whereas the Niners almost lost to the Packers, came back and won. We're down huge to the Lions. We stopped. We're like, all right, this game's over. Came back and won. So if the Niners go down like that to the Chiefs, they're not coming back. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see a situation where a team's going to blow a lead like that, what Detroit did, especially a team like Kansas City. But you think about the Super Bowl last year, and even the last time these two teams played, the Chiefs were down in the Super Bowl. Mahomes came back and won. So it's really just going to be one of those games where the odds right now have it as like pretty close, like either team's going to win. But it seems like watching enough now, it's like, how can you not put money on the Chiefs? And I'm asking myself that question right now.
Yes, I do think I don't know enough about this Purdy character. Honestly, guys, I'm not a football guy. Okay, I'm not the biggest football guy, but I do like to have my takes. And I don't know enough about Purdy. I don't know anything about the Niners, 49ers at all, to be honest. Couldn't name you three players on their team. But
I
KC,
think you could.
they're going to get it done. You know what I mean? Like, that's just at the end of the day, like I said, Taylor Swift, Kelsey on the field, smooching, confetti. It's just writes itself.
It
You'd
writes
be
itself, but
insane not to bet against that.
the story on the other side's good too, though.
Oh,
Brock Purdy
stop
was the
it.
last. He was
Stop
the
it.
last draft pick. No, think about this. He was the last draft pick in 2022, Mr. Irrelevant. So no team wanted him. San Fran's like, I guess we'll draft him. And he worked his way up to the starter, and now he's in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like, it's a pretty good story on that end, too. A lot of that San Francisco team was in the Super Bowl a few years ago, lost to the Chiefs, fought all the way back, and now they're here again. Like, there is a good story there, but it's not as business marketing money as, like you said, Kelsey Swift, all that crap.
The Kelsey Swift t-shirt sales, Super Bowl sales. If they win it, are you kidding?
What I loved yesterday was right when that game ended, the commercial plays for the merchandise for the championship teams. Like,
Yeah,
they're
we
just
yeah we did notice that.
marketing machine within Kansas City's win. Go buy the official Kansas City AFC Championship T-shirt and hat and hoodie and all. I'm like, how did they like just
Do you
levels
celebrate that?
above
Like,
everyone?
I'm not a big celebrating conference finals. I'm not a conference final celebrator.
It's more of a collector's item, no? Like, if you're a super fan, you got all the jerseys, all the shirts.
Doesn't mean anything. Conference final, like you gotta win it.
I mean, first of
Like
16 teams.
I mean nothing unless you get the thought. If you get the Super Bowl, is
That's
that
fair.
bad? Should I not say that?
No, that's not bad. I mean, the Ravens they won the regular season AFC, but come to playoffs, like, just the uncharacteristic mistakes. Like, Baltimore's key to success all season is running the ball. The only way the Chiefs look weak against the Bills was running the ball. So what do the Ravens decide not to do? Run the ball. Like, I'm sitting at home, and again, armchair quarterback. Oh, Prince, you just watch football. You've never played. You're not running the ball. It doesn't make sense to me. Or the Lions. Like, why aren't you calling timeout? Like, am I too dumb? Am I too smart for this game? Like, I'm sitting here and I realize I can make these decisions at a quicker speed and probably more effective way than these coaches. But for some reason, these guys get paid the millions, but they're making clear errors that I'm looking at. It just that really pisses me off. I'm sure you can tell
You know what? They don't have the same angle as you from the couch.
here.
They don't have a good
No, you're
they
right.
don't have as good of angle. They just don't have a good angle like you do. Right? Like you're
I
seeing
mean,
the game
listen,
from a complete
analytics.
different spot.
Analytics. I would have went for 7 when they went for 3, and I would have went for 3 when they went for 7. So that's my take on the Lions. The Ravens, again, just run the ball. But what do I know, right? I'm just some schmuck that bets on these games, that watches football. I don't know what I'm talking about, but sometimes I feel like I do. Like, there's been times, maybe you said the couch is the best view, where I'll be like, this guy's wide open. How do you not throw him the ball? And they don't throw him the ball. But it is what it is. Chiefs, Niners, just like everyone predicted before the season. I don't think anyone. There's one guy on Twitter I saw that's predicted the Super Bowl 4 years in a row, and he had Chiefs, Niners. So that guy's got a little bit on you here. Peter
Yeah,
Schrager.
that's um.
For
What'd
the
you say?
purpose of this podcast, I'll say this: I'll go Niners if you go Chiefs. For the
What?
purpose of the
Which?
show, to win the Super
Who's
Bowl.
gonna win?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll go Niners
Chiefs.
just for the purpose of the show.
Chiefs are gonna eat your Niners up, pal.
I don't know. Nick Bosa coming for that ass
Are you
Mahomes. I don't know.
kidding?
I don't know. Do I believe it? No, but
Rice is gonna go for like 100 reception yards tomorrow. Next 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now. I don't like that there's a gap. Like it's like what am I supposed to do next weekend? There's no
All
I'll watch
Star.
you at All Star Weekend, but other than
Yeah.
that, what am I doing on Sunday? There's no football. It just feels weird. I appreciate you jumping into the football game for the past few weeks, for the purpose of this show. And it's been some entertaining stuff. And seeing your team win is probably a nice consolation of being such a fan these past few weeks.
Oh yeah, just an absolute massive fan of the sport.
Did you watch any regular season at all, or just when playoffs started? It's like I'll turn these on.
I watched when they didn't win that game when Kelsey did the throw. I watched like the end of that game. I think I caught the end of that.
Oh,
So I watched
was fun.
about 6 minutes worth of regular season.
Okay. 6 minutes.
Probably saw some highlights on some of the socials there.
So there's Taylor Swift fans that have probably watched more football than you this year.
Oh yeah. Most def.
Most staff. Well, I've been watching a lot of hockey since we started doing this too. Like Leaf games are always there, but if there's an Edmonton game on, I'll watch. If there's a Vancouver game on, I'll throw it on. I'm starting to dive into that hockey world a little bit more. And once football ends, I guess it's just going to be all hockey.
I've watched maybe one like non-hockey Leafs game this year.
What game?
Did you hear what I just said?
No, I missed. You watched non-hockey.
I've
Leaf
watched
game?
one.
What did you say?
Leaf. Bro, I meant to say I've watched one non-Leaf game this year. I think it was like the Kings versus the Oilers or something like that.
All Star break in the NHL. Leafs played their last game, Saturday? Debated this on my show with Sports Interaction this week. I want to ask you the same thing. Is Austin Matthews going to hit 70 this year?
He's got 40 goals in 46 games.
Yeah.
So how many?
He's on pace.
How many games does he have remaining?
46. He would have 36 games left, assuming he plays all 36.
So how many more goals does he need?
He said he's
30
at 40. 30 and 46 games, or 30 and 36 games is what he needs.
So
it's gonna be tight.
It's gonna be tight. I think he's getting 65 plus for sure.
Yeah, I'm with you at 65. 70 is just, it hasn't happened since 93. Odds makers have it as a pretty crazy if it does hit, but it would be great to see, but I'm going to say no.
Like, because that means he has to play every single game and like score every single game. Like, he's gonna get a couple multi-goal games, but like he's already had like four or five hat tricks on the season already. Like it's tough to get.
He can't go more than like 5 games without getting a goal, basically, or like 10 games. Because
no, he needs to like.
It's gonna come down to like 68
dip.
or 69. Yeah, a lot of double dips are needed, some hat tricks, but it's gonna be close. I thought for sure you'd say 70. I'm shocked you said.
Oh, I'm not. I'm like, I know what I'm doing here. I'm not just gonna say something to say it. He's got to really bear down if he's going to score 30 goals in 36 games. Like, I think he can do it. Mm-hmm. Maybe if I talk to him this weekend and say, "Hey, Pappy, we need 70 out of you this year. We need 70."
Yeah, tell me a little bit about your weekend. I mean, All Star. I see the NHL's posting you, a lot of stories, some Cheetos, finger dust. What's going on with you? What can and can't be shared on this podcast about Chippy's All Star Weekend?
Yeah, we got the All Star coming up, so I'm gonna be down there all weekend, down in Toronto. I'm gonna be doing some stuff with the NHL. There's a couple cool events, some creator events, some engagements. The most exciting one is Saturday, the 3-on-3 Nathan Phillips Square outdoor rink 3-on-3 game that I'm amped up for. I'm fired up for that. I don't think I've been training enough. Like that's Prince. I haven't been training enough. Which is like I thought I was gonna train for this thing, and I just honestly, my diet has been poor. I haven't been on the ice as much as I need to be, and that's on me. You know what I mean? That's on me. No one else is gonna train for you. That's on me. I feel like I need to like run all week. I feel like I need to like, like start bearing down on the cardio. I think the cardio could be the issue. Like it's the diet and the cardio hasn't been the best. So
Well,
I've
how
been lifting
serious is
weights,
this game?
dude. Like I'm taking this so seriously. Like
Okay.
I was talking to their creators. Like we all are taking it pretty serious. Like so.
Like it's an all-star. Like it's not just we're
There's gonna be
here,
like
we're having fun. This
it's
is a
gonna be the
real
biggest
game.
crowd I've ever played in front of. Probably the biggest crowd I've ever played in front of, except for that
Really?
Minnesota Wild game was pretty crazy. The Minnesota Wild alumni game, that was pretty intense too. That was like,
Didn't you score a hattie?
but this one, I scored a hattie in one shift. It was disgusting.
Yeah. So do the same thing here. No.
Yeah, 3-on-3. I got some really good teammates. We're planning on maybe getting a stretch limo to come into the game. I was talking to the teammates. We were like, do we come in with a stretch limo with some rent a stretchy?
A stretchy.
Just to bring the mojo.
I like it. What do you? Who's fitting the bill for that one?
I guess the boys are gonna split it.
Boys are gonna split it. Okay. Okay. So we got that's Friday or Saturday. You're saying
That's Saturday.
Saturday.
Sorry, I'm just trying to look at the message they sent about this
limo.
Hummer limo.
Hummer limo makes more sense. I was gonna say it's a bit tight with you boys in there.
Yeah, that Hummer
Well,
limo.
it's outdoors, right? Nathan Phillips Square, like. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's outdoors. 11:30 to 2 p.m. 2:30.
Okay. So that you're saying, will that be more entertaining than the actual NHL All Star game?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Can we get a stat line prediction?
Man, like,
want to throw something out here?
Like definitely. I don't know. Like it's weird because it's like 3-on-3. Like there could just be like I'm gonna have to score a lot of goals. Like it's gonna be.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be.
Drop a number.
I'm pretty. I think it's 2 10-minute periods. Like let's say it'd be nice to come out with like 15 goals on the day.
All right.
Like for both
15 goals.
For both games.
Like for the whole the duration
there's
of the
two
tournament.
games potentially. So there's one exhibition or there's one semifinal and then there's a final.
Okay.
So you got to win the first one. So like I'm going to need like 7 goals, like 4 assists probably. Like a game, yeah. So like,
I like it.
And I need my other teammates to step up and bring some energy and bring some sniping. So
the eyes are going to be.
I'm excited.
Tate McRae is going to be there. Justin, like the eyes on you. Tate McRae is going to be there. Justin Bieber.
I don't know if they're popping out. I'm not sure if they're going to pop out, but we'll see. We'll see.
They might show up. That's cool. The NHL is doing that with the celebrity. Like we just talked about Taylor Swift, celebrity integration. The NFL, the NHL starting to do it too. You see NBA doing it. Like feels like it makes sense to have like mainstream celebrities do stuff in the sports space to like get. I'm sure there's Tate McRae fans that have never watched hockey before that may watch this stuff because of her involvement, right? So it's cool to see.
Yeah, the NHL's definitely be getting more mainstream. I think it's actually probably one of the quickest growing sports right now. Like it's definitely more and more people watching it, more eyes on it. It's getting cooler. It's become like a cool sport.
Totally.
Like the jerseys are cool. Like I'm seeing some NHL, NBA guys wearing the NHL jerseys in there. It's definitely taken a leap in the right direction in terms of just mojo. Like NHL's mojo.
For sure. Like you think about where the NHL was 10 years ago. Like to us, like being Canadian, everyone watches hockey. But now you're starting to see SportsCenter, ESPN, Bleacher Report, some of these major outlets that would only cover like basketball and football Now you're seeing a lot of hockey stuff, like the Wemby Bedard stuff went crazy. You know, the draft is going to be in the sphere. Like they're taking a lot more risks and doing a lot more cool stuff. It makes people go, oh, I might watch hockey. And then they love it. One of the cool things I saw with the NHL All Star game was they have a skills competition. Like, they do the hardest shot, fastest skater, most accurate. They've combined them all where it's like one event now for all 8. So there's 12 players that they've selected to be part of this field. So I figure we could do a little draft in here, go back and forth, and whichever's Team Prince or Team Chippy, whoever does better, becomes the winner. Whether you want to wager something on that or not, but do you want first pick or do you want snake? Like, how do you want to do this? The list is here, so we're looking at it. 12 skaters. How do you want to go, first or second?
I'm gonna go second. I'll let you go first.
Okay. So looking at the list here, I'm going to take Nathan McKinnon, number 1.
Wow. McKinnon number
Just an
1. Why is
athlete.
that?
Just an athlete. Just an
Just an
athlete. Like
athlete.
this guy, he's going to fare well in all these competitions. So you want to take someone well-rounded, hottest player in the league right now, point leading getter. So I'm going to ride with the Nate Dogg.
Okay, that's a great pick. I just don't know if it's gonna be the equivalent to my pick, which is Connor McDavid, number 1 overall. He's about to light it up, and you cannot bet against the McDavid show. The
That's
McDavid
fair.
show is so elite. His edge work, his passing, his shooting, it's going to be on full display. I don't think you can bet against Connor McDavid, to be honest.
Okay.
I'll
Well,
take
there's
I'll take
12
Davo
guys.
Davo number 1. Davo number 1 for me.
All right. Number 2, I'm looking at the pool here. I will take McDavid's buddy. I'll take Leon Draisaitl.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick.
I mean, you warned me
I
on
like that
McDavid. I'm
pick.
like,
Good
well,
pick.
maybe. Thank you.
I think I'm gonna go Quinn Hughes. This
Ooh,
guy's
okay.
edge work, his skating, his passing, he's got a bomb too. I think Quinn Hughes is underrated in this skills comp in terms of the skating and the edge work stuff and the passing.
That's a good
I
shout because
do,
you
and
also
I
think,
might even say
is he going to win?
I was gonna say I think he's even a better skater than Makar, to be honest. That's how good of a skater Quinn
Wow.
Hughes is. Yeah.
Well, that was going to be my next pick, Cale Makar. But I like what you're doing here. You think about the guys that haven't made an all-star game before that want to really show people, hey, a lot of eyes on me. You're putting me in this bracket with all these people. He didn't even get picked. He was the fan vote. So, he's got that chip on his shoulder. So that's a great pick. I'm going to take a defenseman too. I'm taking Cale Makar as my 3rd pick.
Okay. That's a good pick. Is Quinn Hughes in the actual event?
Yeah. So there were 10 guys selected and then 2 got in with the fan vote. And Quinn
Oh, okay.
Hughes and JT Miller were the fan vote. So
Oh, I didn't
a
know.
little bit
Okay.
of extra piss and vinegar that they didn't make it.
Okay, I like it. I like it. I like it. I'm gonna then go with Jack Hughes. I'm gonna take both the Hughes brothers. That's
Ooh,
how good I think they are in terms of just skill, in terms of this cone work, this going through passing. I like Jack Hughes as well. I think he's nasty. I think these Hughes brothers could do some damage in this skills comp here. They're gonna be comfortable because their brother's gonna be right there. It's just
that's
a
true.
it's a comfortability thing too. So
Yeah.
I like that pick
Well,
as well.
so that's your 3rd. I'll take someone that I'm assuming you'll probably take next. If I don't, I'm gonna grab Austin Matthews, hometown
It's a good
guy.
pick.
Got to show up. It's in Toronto. That's his city. I'm sure he's got plans all weekend and starts with showing up at the All Star Skills. So give me Matthews as my 4th pick.
I like that one. I like that one. I think I'm gonna go with Pedersen.
Ooh, good shout.
Yeah, I think Pedersen. 'Cause I think he won hardest shot last year. He can
Mm-hmm.
shoot the puck. He's accurate with it. He can pass, and he can skate. I think Pedersen is going to be underrated in this event. system.
I like it. A lot of Vancouver love in this. I noticed they got quite a few guys in this pool. So
Yes.
I will go. I'm just looking at who's left here. Let me take both. Give me Nylander. Give me William Nylander. I saw him still there. I'm like, come on. Another guy, Toronto. Got to show out. Got to show up and deliver. Just got his new contract. Probably in the same tax bracket as all these guys now. I think
Willie
he shows up on the
Styles.
ice too. Willie Styles. So
Willie
2
Styles
leaves on
show.
Prince's team. Yeah, no
The
leaves
Willie
on
Styles
Chippy's
show.
team. I slandered him a little bit a
No,
few
I'm
weeks
gonna.
ago, but I'll take him. I'll take him here. I think he has a big second half this season.
All right, I'm gonna go with. I don't know. It's between two guys right now, and I'm not sure which one to pick. Give me. Give me Kucherov. I mean, he's leading the league in points. Like, what
Ooh.
are we? Give me Kuch. I mean, I don't know
As a Leafs
why.
fan, you didn't want to take him, did you? You didn't want to
I
take him,
just don't
right?
know why. Yeah, like he went this low, but like he is leading the league in points. He must be pretty skilled, no?
I'm sure he's pretty skilled. 2 guys left, so between JT Miller and David Pasternak. I'll go Miller. He got the fan vote in. I'm sure he's got a little chip on his shoulder because of that. So give me JT Miller.
That's a
And that
good
leaves you with
pick.
David
I can't believe you
Pasternak.
gave me pasta. Last overall pass is crazy.
It should be fun. I
Pasta,
mean, 6-on-6.
pasta. I'll take that. I'll take that.
We'll put a graphic together. Which team's gonna do better? We'll do a poll.
Davo, Pasta, Kucherov,
I got
and
the
Pedersen.
hometown. You left me Matthews, Nylander, McKinnon. I don't know. It's gonna be close.
I like my
It's gonna be
draft right now.
close.
I like my draft a lot.
Well, we'll put the drafts
Quinn
out. We'll see what
Hughes.
the people say.
Dirty.
Quinn Hughes was a big pick. I'm kicking myself.
Dirty.
I couldn't take Quinn Hughes. I'll be honest with you. It should be good. That'll be a fun.
Pretty.
The question is who's going to show up to play. You know, one of these guys, maybe they're like
That's
heart's
what I'm
not in
saying.
it. That's the problem. You worry about that. So, who from your team do you see winning it? If you had to pick right now, is it Quinn Hughes?
Quinn Hughes.
Okay, I like that.
I just feel like he's not like the type of guy to like cruise control. I like it's like Matthews cruise control. McDavid. I don't know McDavid, dude. I can't believe he gave me McDavid. I can't believe he gave me McDavid number one. Like
Cruise
McDavid.
control.
No chance, bro.
The Nate Dogs.
Davo knows he's better. Davo
right
knows
now.
he's better than everyone else out there. Davo knows his edges are the best edges in the game. He knows he's that guy, bro. There's no one like I get McKinnon's lighting it up, but Davo's just gonna be like, nah, I need some more hardware. I haven't got a cup yet. I need to be winning these All-Star Game cups too.
Yeah, it might be a bit of a recency bias, but I don't know. I think he can get it done, but I guess we'll all find out together. So we'll do it like if the person on your team wins, or we can do like based on like how they rank, and we'll see.
No, I think we gotta do it with the person. We gotta pick the right winner.
Okay, so from your team, whichever guy wins, whether it's your team or my team, that's it. All right, I like that. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Well, that's been the All Star Hockey Weekend segment. Look forward to it. I'll be down there. I'll be checking out your game. I'll bring a sign. I'll bring Coach Chippy sign here for the 15 goals.
Yeah, bring a sign.
Every time, just crash it out. Crash it out. Number one on the ice. Number one in the ice. Number one in my heart. That would be funny.
Oh, I love that. Love that. Totally. I'm like exhausted today.
So I feel
like
you.
I don't even know how I'm piecing words together right now. We were in the studio last night.
Yeah, I think that's one of those where it was like too much energy for Sunday. That Monday is just like not even like a hangover, just like a come down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I'm just like absolutely dummied right now, which I apologize to the listeners.
Yeah, no, if you're listening, you're a real one. If you're still listening, you're still watching, you're a real one.
If you're still listening to this right now, I appreciate you.
Super Bowl slump episode, we'll call it. Bit of a tough one for the boys to get.
Slump episode. Title this one. Don't listen to this.
You think that'll help the algorithm? Don't listen to this.
I don't know. I think that they deserve to be warned.
Okay, I'll
Not our
put some sort
strongest
of
episode. Not our
disclaimer.
strongest
Guys,
episode.
it's all about showing up. It was
Yes,
a great
I
weekend,
agree.
very high energy weekend as it's shown on the Monday episode. But you know what? We appreciate the fans, the subscribers, the followers, the listeners, the viewers, all of you. You're the reason we're both sitting here, and I appreciate you all. Come check out All Star Weekend in Toronto. Go watch Coach Chippy score 15 goals. I'm gonna be there. We'll have some fun. We appreciate everyone for listening, watching, subscribing. Follow us both on social media. This has been episode 7, Super Bowl Slump. We will see you guys next week.
Beautiful. Peace.